live. Patreon up and running. Very good. Okay. All right. So, thank you. You can go to YouTube at Aaron Shows to continue listening to Cathedral Ambiance if you would prefer to do that. Maybe wait till after the show. You are here live with the Spiritual Sunday edition once again with Real Talk with Monsignor Keith motherfucking Walker in your grill for this Sunday, Spiritual Sunday. So welcome in. Appreciate you showing up. And yeah, interesting. The universe, fucking weird, man. Just so entertaining. If you struggle with life, you should stop. You should stop struggling because it's life and it's so fucking entertaining, even if it's not trying. And so, what can I share? I'm going to share a couple things and I'll get into the topic. The first thing is the topic has changed. What I had planned on doing for today's show, I went ahead and pushed back. I think I was actually going to do it last week too. So now I'm going to push it back yet another week because I have something else that's kind of like pinging at me. So we'll end up going with that. But I want to share again how the universe is so entertaining, and this is how I come to grips and get real okay with it because it does shit like this all the fucking time. So I did, as many of you know, like every morning I like do the reading piece, do that live stream, then I'll go on like Facebook and do a gratitude reel, which is like three things that you're grateful for. So I'll throw that out just as my own prop. If yeah, if you're on another platform, but you want to see that, like I do it every morning as part of some of the rest of my daily rituals. Is I'll go on Facebook and do a reel and share three things I'm grateful for. Then I asked for a comment box, like, tell me three things you're grateful for. Several people respond to this every day, which I appreciate and all that good shit. Um, so anyway, short story long, I one of the things I was grateful for this morning is I had been going through a process of reaching out to a lot of people that that had bought my book and just kind of checking in with them. And I've done that throughout this week. I'm doing it in blocks of pieces, just kind of like, hi, how's it going? What'd you think? Yeah, anyway. And so a lot of these people I haven't necessarily crossed paths with, not in their algorithm, any of that kind of stuff. So between that, the gratitude posting, all the rest of stuff, in short, it's been kind of the last several days, just like people popping out of the woodwork. And from days gone by, per se, or just people that I'm not crossing paths with at any level very often. So just like I've been ping, ping, hi, how you doing? Hey, checking in. Hey, this. It has been very interesting. And, so I put that down in my gratitude list because I'm grateful for those people that are reaching out or reconnecting or just saying hi, whatever. And that's cool. It's been nice. And what's really interesting is I it wasn't like, excuse me, um, a half hour after that, and I get this very interesting text from a very influential person and a part of our past that was huge. And so, um, just this random text with some interesting information. And I'm not going into any of that or that, but it was cool. I just said, call me. And I got a call. And an hour and a half later, you know, we're just saying goodbye until next time kind of thing. But I got done with the call and I'm just like, how fucking entertaining, shall we say, has the universe been to me this week? And just like I said, people reasonably random popping in. Haven't got a text from this individual for a year. Who knows? It's been a while. And then just like poof. And so I appreciate the hell out of that as well. And like I said, as I just, life does what it does, we can get emotionally attached to it or hooked or whatever we want to call it. And, I try not to do that. And I try to stay entertained and in the game. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hanging out in YouTube. Greetings. And yeah, if you're hanging out in Facebook, I don't know who you are unless you say something in the box because it won't let me see who the viewers are. God, I fucking hate that part. Pardon my French, but nah, not really. I like my French. But yeah, I wish when people would come in the room, there'd be like there should be a box, that just shows everybody. Anyway, it doesn't. So fuck. Anyway, today's topic though. So if you're around for the morning reading, uh, you know what I'm talking about. And if you weren't, then go check it out. And so I was reading out of this, right? Shameless plug. And we're at the point in the book where it's kind of like my perspective on the 12 steps. We're on step 11. So what I want to do here today, again, because we're in spiritual Sunday, this fits in really well. So again, because I never invented anything and I've stolen everything and then just made it walkerized, whatever, plagiarized, whatever. Um, but anyway, just real talked it. So I'm going to, again, I'm stealing out of this particular book. Many of you know what it is, but this is the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. This is one of the forefront uh, organizations, whatever, programs that like put 12 steps together and like built a workbook ish thing around that. And yeah, I know you're lurking here. Somebody else is in here with you, Pam. Go ahead. Hey, Nate in Facebook. Good. Thanks for shouting out. Now I know who's hanging out in the room. Cool. Um, but anyway, and today there's 100,000 varieties of this, but I'm using this. So step 11, and I'll read it as it was written. And if you're I, yeah, sorry about it. Like I said, uh, yeah, there's a disclaimer in here anyway. 11. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. Huge, huge. And this is, again, probably when I first, the first time, and it might have been the second time through the steps, I don't know, but the first time I really, really, really like locked into that was just the ultimate freedom. So the first piece, again, people have trouble with the G word, don't care, call it whatever. I call it the universe, power greater than yourself, as you understand it, like whatever. Again, spirituality is not religion, is not dogma, is not put God in a box, like whatever it is, however you are perceiving your beingness within the universe. I don't know how I can be any more clear. Even people who don't believe gotta, well, shake their heads in agreement with me. Is it's a big fucking universe out there. Something's going on. I don't like it and I don't know what it is, but fuck it, but it is there. So there you go. Whatever. Get your own relationship and love it. With that, again, it's just, it's what it is. So again, I always throw that disclaimer out because I just know a lot of people that are not fucking really happy with the discussion, but still need the tools. And so how do we wrap our brain around that? Well, again, that's how I choose to perceive, right? That's just how it is to me, like the universe, and I keep it simple. Power greater than myself. So anyway, we through prayer and meditation again define. I whatever prayer is asking, meditation is listening, depending on who you talk to. Not necessarily my gig, um, but relationship, communication, however that is with your universe. So you seek to improve that. Everybody's got their own story. Call me up sometime. Hit me in a text. Let me know what your concept is. How do you operate within it? I'm like a sponge. We've talked about this before. Like the universe is like an elephant that we all reach out in blind faith because it's huge. What is that? I touch part of it. I explain it. You touch part of it. You explain it. You know, if we had enough hands all over the whole elephant, we might be able to explain all of it, but we don't. We don't get to do that. But, mm, but I'm always interested in what other people are perceiving because I'm like, oh, well, maybe that could fit in here. Anyway, topic for another day. Ramble on. Right? But so we seek to improve that relationship, however it may be. And again, conscious contact. So again, it's a relationship, it's an understanding, it's whatever that is, just like, hey, what's going on anyway? And again, whether we change the verbiage, we know what we're getting at when we're having that relationship with the powers greater than ourselves. We oftentimes call that prayer, wish list, whatever, hope, whatever works for you, let it work. But praying only for knowledge of, it says his, I'll just say it's, the will, whatever. Fill it in with whatever, what's the pronoun? My universe's pronoun is the. That's mine. Yeah, the universe. Okay. I like that. Actually, I just, interesting. Maybe I'll write another book and make a chapter out of pronouns. Anyway, his only, so I'm seeking knowledge of the universe's will for me and the power to carry that out. That that's huge. What does that actually mean? Hey Matt, how are you doing? Um, what that, yeah, Mark, relationship connection, who gave you the power to overcome difficulties? Yes, yes, indeed. Um, you know what? that means there's a lot to unpack there, and huge in the toolbox and the ability to continue with the toolbox. The first thing I get out of that, again, is there's that word again that people like to trip on, but power to carry that out in a 12-step procedure where the first step talks about powerless. This is getting the power back of sorts, right? And so what is it? What is it that I have power to do? And it's carrying out the will of the universe. Like, and I'm asking, right? Or I'm seeking knowledge of that. So through the process of that relationship of prayer, of meditation, of connection, whatever that is intuitively, shall we say, because again, we're talking in the spiritual realm. So it's not like you're probably not going to get like a burning bush and hear the voice of God say, you need to go do this thing and I'll have your back. I don't know. I did a lot of acid, shit like that kind of happened. I'm kidding. Not to be too weird, but that's not everybody's relationship, shall we say. It certainly wasn't mine. But as I seek that inner voice, right? That intuitive thought, whatever that is there is that if I'm working this step properly and this actually works, again, this is a spiritual thing. Like, can I prove it? Fuck, I don't know. Just in the actions of others and the experiences of others. And as I share my own, is I live this and life's been wonderful for a long time as a result. But seeking knowledge of the universe's will and the power to carry that out. And then again, that's huge. It takes the stress out of shit because through this process, very oftentimes, I know what I need to do next, and I know I can. Like the universe is not going to set me up with a roadmap of failure. It just it just doesn't do that. It doesn't have any reason to do that. So if it's like telling me I need to go do this, then I go, okay, well, or walk through that door or follow that path, like however that works in your relationship. Excuse me. But that is again what I've come to understand myself is again seeking knowledge of what I'm supposed to do and knowing that I'm capable of doing it. I will have the tools necessary. I will have the strength necessary. I will have the will necessary, whatever that is. And I have yet to have that fail me. So I'm down with this step. And with this, again, there's a lot of peace that comes with that because if I'm here, again, as a result of all the other step work, therapy, treatment, etc., spirituality, whatever, that I've gained, that now I have this toolbox that works because I've used it and it's working, right? And if you're there with me, you're there with me, like you know. And so it's not an arrogance. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? An entitlement. It's not a lack of gratitude. What's a anyway? It's a trust. It works. This shit works. These tools work. The universe works. It just does. And it does it every day. And if we are aware of that and paying attention to it, again, this is a huge tool. Imperfect as anything else can be, I assume. sometimes I get hung up in my own shit. And I think I'm hearing the universe, but really what I'm hearing is just that little part of me that really wants this to happen. So I'm seeing shit that ain't there and hearing things. And so I go bang my head against that same brick wall trying to make something happen that ain't supposed to, right? That doesn't last very long anymore for sure. Like hardly at all. If I'm going down the wrong path, I know it pretty quick. I get pretty uncomfortable pretty quick. I have a very low tolerance for pain and anguish or any of that kind of shit. So if any of that starts, I fucking check myself really quick per the 10th step, right? Check yourself and do that and check yourself every day. The more you check yourself, the less likely you are to get way off the beaten path. Mark, what do you got? Absolutely 100% agree for myself. It has helped me grow spiritually and become more effective in my relationships. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that share. Yeah. Um, anyway, so that's where I don't know where the will of the universe guided me today was again off the scheduled topic, but with the nudge and sent me on a path that I knew I was capable of following. Thank you, universe. Ah, show success. Stay metal, right? So, I mean, there you go. Hey, somebody else popped into the room on Facebook. How are you? Please say hi, then I know who you are because I can't see who pops in here. Pam can, though. She's out there on her phone. She knows who's in the room. Yeah, you people that are bouncing in on Facebook can see everybody in the room. I don't get to. It bums me out. So I never know. It's always a secret unless you actually make a comment. So I'm gonna give you a nudge. Yo. Hi, what's up, dog? Hey, thing, metal. We got metal in the house. All right, good. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change my show time, aren't I, Thane, to like 12:30 so that you can be early one time. Because your life doesn't. Whoa, hey, what's going on? Sonia's in the YouTube house. Happy Sunday. Greetings. So, yeah, I think I'm kind of wrapping up. So now I can just bounce around and fuck with you guys a little bit. All right, Sonia. So, what's up, man? You're like dogging on Nick's artwork. Like that's the Keith motherfucking Walker logo, bro. It's kind of like Viking esque, even though it has butts or balls on it or whatever it is that you're seeing in there. I thought they were like rounded W's. Like I gotta get with the artiste and figure out what his motivation was, but he designed that himself, and it looks kind of badass. So, um, oh, I didn't choose that intentionally. You thought that's quite clever. What are you like 12? I got balls on my fucking screen. Durr. That's awesome. Um, yeah, at work. Yeah, no, it's a cool thing. I appreciate you popping in anytime that you do. So that's cool. And again, when you're not as busy, if any of this is intriguing enough, you could certainly go back and review all. Nothing ever dies on the internet or goes away, right? So you can find all of it. I am the one who does what he wants. So says Sonia. It's cool. No, you're right. Like I said, we are there will be discussion because I think the backdrop of where he got the creativity came from the MF. So in his vision, there's an MF in there, and there might be a K and a W, like Keith motherfucking Walker. But like we may do some tweaking and some shading and all that kind of stuff, but for now it's just that. And for the rest of you, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the website. That little um, picture up in the corner, whatever, the little logo with the Keith motherfucking Walker. That's what we're talking about. Is we have a logo. Oh, somebody else popped in Facebook. Who are you? Who are you lurking? I can't tell who you are. Ah, and then they just bailed, and I don't know who they are. Does anybody know who just came in and went out? Somebody call them out. Did they come up on your screen? Ah, drives me nuts. You saw that too. You saw what? The MF or whoever popped in the room. Anyway. Oh wow, I ran somebody else out too. Now there's only two of you in here. Such an asshole. Sorry guys. Don't mean to be an asshole. Just wondering. Just want to know who I owe props to for coming and hanging out. Anyway, didn't say on yours? Huh. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. Pam says she sees people pop in and out. Maybe she's just crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's a little above. Anyway, uh, so what the hell? Saw that too, sort of. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, for now it's that. The wristbands that I'm having printed up have the logo on them. I hope they do a good job with it. Those will be coming out hopefully September 1. New swag from the world of We Do What We Want. Y'all are going to want to get you some and support and wear proudly. We do what we want, and then everybody will know that you do what you want, as if they don't know already. Anyway, yeah, today was 11 step stuff, spiritual Sundays. Again, real talk with Monsignor Keith motherfucking Walker. All right. Hope that was wonderful for everybody. Tomorrow, right? Mindful Mondays. Mindful Mondays. We're going to go through a mantra tomorrow and do some practice with that. So hopefully you won't have a full stomach right at lunchtime and I put you to sleep and you take a nap and you go back to work late or something like that. It's always fun. If you ever, I always remember this, all these, oh, cool, wristbands for Rock the Locks. Good for you. I want one. I'll trade you. Okay. What was I going to say? Fuck. Oh, shit. Now I forgot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, any conferences, trainings, all this kind of shit, they go all day long kind of thing. They inevitably do some kind of fucking mindfulness training, like the 2 hour block is on some kind of fucking meditation thing or something like that. And it's just, dude, I always like, gotta check, am I snoring? It's just fucking, why do they do that? Why do they do that? I don't know. And but it drives me nuts. And anyway, I'm gonna do that to you tomorrow because I'm gonna drive you guys nuts. All right, you guys popped in on Facebook. So, but you guys can't tell. Like right now, it looks like there's 4 people in the room. And so I think I know who 3 of you are. I don't know if fucking Matt is or Nathaniel is still hanging around. Yeah. Or if they both left and somebody else popped in. Anyway, offshoot. Sorry to bore you, all you guys. If you, wow, somebody else just popped in here too. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the end of the show. This is actually a long one. Oh, wow. Maybe they bounced right back out because they heard it was the end. Yeah. Spiritual Sundays is usually a quickie. but I didn't have to leave after the show today. So you kind of got a full show. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, I appreciate the shit out of you guys. This is, as with much of the universe, uh, very entertaining. I am totally entertaining myself with this stuff, and come on for the ride, dude. Anyway, uh, silly shit, but hey, we're doing what we want right now, so there you go. If you're sitting here not having a good time, I blame you. Anyway, tomorrow, live at noon, be there. All the platforms, and I'll throw another prop out, a couple props actually. Patreon membership, better quality, tiered membership, exclusive content, swag giveaways, stuff like that, opportunities. www.patreon.com/Keith MF Walker. Check out Patreon and follow that platform. Nobody else is today. Makes me sad. I got about a dozen of you that got it, but nobody's hanging out in that room. And again, if you forget, it's pretty easy to remember everything. All right. One of my favorite tools in the toolbox, Mark. Yes, correct. You can go to the website and connect to everything, right? www.keithmfwalker.com. Fuck. Sounds like angels singing. www.keithmfwalker.com. It's like Steve Martin in that movie, The Jerk. Like when he gets a phone book and he finds his name in the phone book, he's like, the new phone book's here. Like, I am somebody. Like, I got a fucking website. I'm so fucking cool. Anyway, none of this happens without you guys. It's a team sport. Life is a team sport. I'm going to make shirts that say that. Oh, I wonder if I wrote that one down. Guess what? I'm going to write that down. Just to make sure I do that. Is a T. Uh-oh. Pam's out there yelling at the clock, so I guess it's cookie time. Okay. Are you guys good? You good for today? All right. Life is a team sport. Shirts. They'll be on the website. Swag. Get you some. All right. You guys take care. Rock. Stay metal. All right. Patreon out. YouTube. Mark, thanks for hanging out again. You rock, dude. Catch you in a gratitude stream near you. Deuces. Yeah.